Hi everyone, Simon Keeling here. It is Tuesday the 7th of August. Thanks again for watching weatherweb.net. And thanks again to all of you who keep coming back to the site, viewing it every day. Many of you have phoned this morning. I know it sounds like it's going to be a very busy few days. We've got farmers wanting to get harvests in. We've got aviators who want to get flying and get the flying hours up because they've been so restricted recently. And we've got sailors as well who fancy going away for the weekend with the possibility of an increasing wind. So it's a very busy period ahead for many of you. And of course I'll try and keep you informed throughout at weatherweb.net. Watch the musings because I'll be updating those, and of course the video will be updated as well. Just wanted to show you this chart first of all. Obviously we're getting now towards the middle to the end part of the summer, and this is a chart that we'll start to become more familiar with as we head into the winter season. It's a sea surface temperature anomaly chart, and it shows us where the seawater is warmer or cooler than normal. And this is the chart from yesterday, and you can see how across the Atlantic how much warmer than normal the surface sea temperature is. We've got one or two cold pools just southwest of the UK, but with this mass of warm water across the Atlantic, that puts warmer conditions in the lower layers of the atmosphere, so you only need to get colder air coming in at upper levels and you get things destabilised and you get unsettled conditions across the Atlantic. And this is part of the reason why we've been seeing such unsettled conditions across the British Isles. It becomes even more critical as you get into the winter months, when you get a big disparity between the temperature at lower levels of the atmosphere and the upper levels of the atmosphere. That's when this starts to kick in. But it's a chart that I wanted to show you because we'll be monitoring it over the coming few weeks and months. You can also see the warmer water here from the El Nino coming into the central parts of the Pacific, and some very warm water across the northern parts of the Pacific too. And we'll be monitoring this over the coming months. Back to today though, and let's get on then and look at the detail in the forecast for the coming hours and days, because I know that's what most of you are interested in. This is the chart from midday today, and it shows rain just moving across southern Wales, southwest England, heading across southern and eastern parts of England during the course of this afternoon. Now what we're going to find is that by this evening it's really just much of southern England and the far south of Wales that's still getting outbreaks of rain. Elsewhere we've got variable amounts of clouds, some showers affecting southern Scotland, northeast England, and also bits and pieces of rain still across central and eastern parts of Scotland. Drier out to the west apart from a few showers through Ireland. But the key here is, look, this is a ridge of high pressure up to the northwest, a ridge of high pressure down to the south, and those two are going to be merging together as we go through tonight and also into Wednesday morning. So we're looking at pressure building, and what will happen is that as that ridge of high pressure builds in and those two areas join, effectively what happens is that the air starts to sink. So in an anticyclone you get air descending, and what that does is that as it descends it becomes drier and it warms as well, and that's the process that's going to be taking place overnight tonight. However, that descending air isn't going to be doing enough to get rid of this old front which is across southern Ireland, across central and southern Wales, and across southwest England. Here we could find some outbreaks of rain during tonight and some moderate bursts as well. Elsewhere should be dry, but just one or two patches of rain across eastern parts of Scotland. Now through Wednesday morning, that rain in the west and the south of Wales and the south of Ireland is going to be fading away. Look, this is the effect of that descending air, and we'll find that into the afternoon, yes, there'll be bits and pieces of rain around across Wales and Ireland, but essentially as that descending air breaks through the cloud, and let's just get it on the right chart there. Where are we? Our chart's disappeared. As that descending air breaks through the cloud, we'll find the cloud dissolving away. And what the chart is showing here, this is just negligible amounts of rainfall. It's just showing us a risk of a shower across central Scotland, across the northern Pennines, across the Welsh Mountains and the high ground of southwest England. But essentially for many it's going to be a brighter day. The sun is gradually going to come through. It's going to be a getting better sort of day, although still you can see outbreaks of rain across Ireland. Now, overnight into Thursday, we'll find conditions are dry with high pressure really becoming established overnight into Thursday. That then sets us up for some fine conditions through Thursday itself. I think still some cloud around down towards the south, but that will be breaking, and then lots of sunshine coming through during the course of Thursday. It's going to be a warm day as well. What we're picking up on here are just some showers forming over high ground, and they'll be triggered by sea breezes that will develop during the afternoon, but they are going to be fairly well isolated. Still, could be an odd thunderstorm around, particularly over the Welsh Mountains, but for many it looks as if it is going to be a dry day, plenty of sunshine around, just these isolated showers kicking off. Temperatures probably 26 degrees across central parts of England, perhaps even a 27, around 20 across northern parts of Scotland. The easterly wind starting just to blow through the channel at around a force 3 or a force 4. Elsewhere we're looking at force 1 or force 2, but perhaps force 3s around the coasting sea breezes. And as I said yesterday, get used to the Beaufort force. Even if you're not a sailor, it's a great measure of wind. And I urge you, farmers and pilots alike, get used to using the Beaufort scale, because it gives you such a good indication as to wind speed. You can estimate it yourself, and also it gives us a nice margin of error to be working with of sort of 3 or 4 miles an hour, which is what you can expect this far in advance. Okay, then as we head through in towards Friday, high pressure is still there, look, and it looks like it is going to be another sunny, another fine day for most of us on Friday. Yes, 1 or 2 afternoon showers are going to be triggered again during Friday afternoon, triggered off by the sea breezes again, mostly Wales and perhaps northwest England, but for the vast majority it's dry, it's sunny, and it's very warm. 27, 28 degrees, quite possible, may even see a 29 across southern parts of the country. Through Scotland, 22s and 23s in central areas, 20 towards the north, could be a 25 in western parts of Scotland, and 26 for the west of Wales. The southeast breeze will start to pick up. It's going to be drying very quickly during Friday with low humidities. So those of you looking to make hay, this is a good day because it looks like the humidities will dry out quickly. The southeasterly wind blowing at a force 2 or force 3, picking up to a force 4 or a force 5 across western parts of the country. But look what's coming into the west. Now, you remember, if you were watching yesterday, I was talking about a breakdown on Saturday. Models now holding this breakdown out of the way across Western Ireland during Saturday, but they do trigger a few showers for southwestern Scotland and Northern Ireland on Saturday morning. For the majority, though, it's a breezy morning. It's still bright. We've got lots of sunshine and it stays very warm. Southeasterly winds at a force 4 or force 5, force 6 through the channel and up these western coasts. These thunderstorms, though, will be making eastward progress late on in the afternoon. I think they'll probably reach Wales and the southwest of England by late evening during Saturday evening. Some of them becoming torrential in places, as you can see, but for the vast majority of England, Wales and Scotland, as well as the east and the north of Wales, it looks like it'll be dry, it'll be breezy right the way through Saturday evening. Overnight into Sunday, though, we find those thunderstorms will be tracking their way eastwards and northwards. It looks as if the emphasis for them becomes across Wales and possibly Northern Ireland, with only a few down to the south. Now, this is a situation we need to watch carefully. It's critical as to where the upper air cold temperatures are in relation to the surface temperatures. If it hangs back, then we'll get this situation taking place where thunderstorms won't be widespread. Should the upper cold air catch up with the surface warm conditions, then we're going to find thunderstorms more widespread. At the moment, I think this is underplayed. I think we do have to count for thunderstorms across Wales, the Midlands, Northern Ireland and possibly southwestern Scotland during the first half of Sunday. Eastern areas probably staying dry, fairly breezy and warm. It'll become notably cooler across Ireland and southwest England too as the cooler air arrives. Into Monday, this is the position for midnight. Looks reasonable to me, with a line of thunderstorms having developed across western Scotland, northwestern England, and I think the Midlands as well. I think we've got to watch for thunderstorms for East Anglia and South East England, some of them being quite heavy at times. The cooler air arriving from the west will bring drier conditions, just 1 or 2 showers as the winds swing into the southwest. And then as we head into Monday itself, so we're going to find that there'll still be some outbreaks of rain across Scotland, but I think 1 or 2 showers affecting western parts of England and also Wales, most of them light, but you can see generally dry for eastern parts of England and southern England. And I think we'll notice the big change in temperature though. Gone will be the 28 degrees from Sunday, and we'll be back down to 22 degrees across southeast England, probably nearer 20s across these western coasts, so certainly getting cooler by Monday. Excuse me. And then as we head in towards Tuesday, well, we're going to find things starting to become a little more unsettled through Tuesday. Low pressure is trying to get its act together once again, and it looks like it's going to try and push an area of cloud and rain into southwestern England and Wales sometime during Tuesday afternoon. That then spreads its way northeastwards overnight into Wednesday, and at the moment exactly where this area is going to be is a little bit tricky to say. At the moment I think this is going to run through southwest England, Wales, northern England, probably the Midlands. I think this is a little bit further east. It's going to be west of sort of the Humber to the Isle of Wight, where that rain, a period of heavier rain, probably 5 or 6 millimetres, runs northeastwards with some cooler conditions and showers following behind. So what about after that? Well, this is where the GFS ensemble charts are taking us. Indications from the charts at the moment are that we'll find low pressure, and the date is up here, look in the top left hand corner. Let's just get you through to the 15th. There's the area of high pressure going through. Look, here's this weekend, there's the low coming into the west, and you can see this trough here is the upper cold air. So that gets us into Monday. There's the cold air going northwards on Monday, and you can see how this area of low pressure starts to become established to the west of Ireland. So this is the position as we're getting into the 15th of August, which is going to be Wednesday, a week on Wednesday. And what I want you to notice is, look at this ridge here in the colours. This is a ridge that hangs around over southern and southeast England. Now watch what happens. That ridge kind of hangs around there throughout the period. We find this flow of southwesterly winds bringing rain to Western Ireland and Western Scotland. But look, the ridge and the pressure at about 1020 millibars hangs on across the southern parts of England and possibly southern Wales too. And that takes us right the way through into next weekend and into the beginning of the week after. Now you may remember, those of you who've been watching and reading the musings, that I've been saying about the settled period in the second half of the month. And this may well be it. It looks though as if the jet stream tries to become established across Ireland and northern England by the time we're getting through to about the 22nd. This could bring more disturbed weather across much of Ireland, across Wales, across the northern half of England from about Birmingham northwards, and also through Scotland. But to the far south, it may be that dry weather can hang on until possibly getting up to the 22nd or the 23rd. My feelings then are that the end of the month, probably this final week of the month from about the 24th to 25th, may well go more unsettled. But there are hints, and I say only hints, from the CFS that we may well find a better end to August. Look, this is the CFS for Birmingham. Dates across the bottom here. This is for 3 months now. Of course, you have to bear that in mind. It's for a long time. I've put a musing together about this as well. But just look what happens. There's the end of August. See, going cooler and also wetter too. The green here is the wet. But look, that there is the beginning of September. Temperatures rising and becoming drier too. So it may well be that we go and settle for a week at the end of the month before conditions improve for several days at the beginning of September. That's what I'm going to be looking for now. I'm going to be searching out the evidence to back that story up. But for now, thank you for watching. As always, please spread the word to your friends about the site through Twitter, Facebook, however you can. Email across the link to them to watch the video. Also, the way it's kept free of charge is that the adverts are shown around the screen. So it's by showing you those adverts that keeps the site free of charge. So thank you for keep on coming back. And also, please do continue to call Weather Live, and we can give you the forecast on there specific to your location. So once again, thanks for watching and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.